Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to another reaction for another T5G, and this is 21 video game bugs that became features. Okay, got the frying pan immediately. Mortal Kombat, hack, right? Technically, right? I'm trying to guess the other ones. Wasn't technically what's the thing from Smash Brothers that's technically a bug, right? The thing that people do in the game. I don't know. I'm trying to think of the other one. Rocket jump is that technically, was that technically a bug, or did they make it so that would happen originally, and then like games did it more and more? I don't know. Actually, that's all. All right, I gave you some guesses. Anyway, let's watch this. Let's go. A link in the description. 3, 2, 1, play.
In Hitman 2, you could pick up all kinds of items, but one of them felt like a secret from the developers. Players randomly grabbed a briefcase and all of a sudden realized it was a heat-seeking missile.
What the fuck?
It would even follow NPCs around corners. This thing was seriously lethal, so of course the devs stepped in to quickly patch it. Fans were immediately upset about this. I mean, the whole point is to kill people in creative ways. But here's where the devs got clever.
I want to play some Hitman, man. That'd be a fun stream. I'm not good at those games, but
they took all the feedback, redesigning this into an actual weapon known as the Executive Briefcase Mark II. And to really nail the joke, they made it slower than the glitch ever was.
Yay! It's slower.
But one of those famous
that would be more like a, hey, what the fuck was that?
Smiths in video game history is trying to stop the train in GTA 5. The community was obsessed with trying to figure this out, and at the time the consensus was that you couldn't stop it.
I remember this. Like you cannot stop it for anything. Didn't we see this in a video recently?
Something that people never talk about is how a glitch 11 years ago actually let online players stop the train.
Oh.
Now, Rockstar patched this pretty quick, and it would lead to years' worth of YouTube videos trying to replicate the glitch. This became so iconic that in 2024, they decided to turn this into a feature. A brand new heist that not only lets you stop the train, but also drive and crash it, too.
That's fun. All right.
But sometimes the bug is so iconic that
I guess that would be a bug turned into a feature, sure.
Can't afford to remove it.
I mean, that's just realistic too. Like you could stop a train in real life if you really try hard.
Slap you into oblivion.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Woo! Oh, in Oblivion, I got it. That's Elder Scrolls. I got punted. No, he literally used his foot, right?
Can't afford to
was she
remove
right?
It. Like
she
in
get punted?
Skyrim, where giants can straight up slap you into oblivion.
Yeah, that looked like a foot.
I just got punted.
Can you punch somebody with your foot?
This was the funniest thing ever, and players could not get enough. Even though it absolutely destroyed your progress, Bethesda knew removing it would cause an outrage. That's why over a decade later, it can still be found in game.
Sick. Oh, that's yeah, Lemmy. I've seen this guy before.
Right. And over in
what in the hell, bro?
Something's kind of off about Tiny Tina. Yeah, her eye was not meant to be freaking out like that. It was a total glitch, and yet the devs thought it was hilarious. So in Borderlands 3, they decided to make this part of Tina's character, officially redesigning her with a lazy eye.
Oh, she actually has a lazy eye.
What is that? A bit of
I thought maybe she had a glass eye.
Lesser known game is Wanted Raccoon, where you basically play as one who loves committing crimes.
I never heard of this game.
But back in the early playtest days, fans had a huge piece of feedback. Their tail was sticking out of the box while hiding. Now,
so if like 5 or 6 people, I would assume, if it was a lesser known game, I've never heard it.
The clipping through kind of ruined the immersion, but instead of simply
ruin the immersion? Bitch, look who you playing.
Fixing it, the devs came up with a genius solution. Nice.
Yeah.
Pretty adorable.
That would make sense.
Well, unlike Minecraft's most iconic...
yeah, I guess it would be a glitch, yeah.
Enemy, which was never even supposed to exist.
Zombie?
Creepers are one of the unofficial mascots at this point. They helped launch the game to become one of the biggest things on the planet. But I bet you didn't know they were actually a total accident. Notch was trying to design a pig, but accidentally got the dimensions wrong, leading to a super tall skinny creature with 4 legs.
Okay.
Thankfully for us, he ended up liking this mistake and redesigned it into the creeper that we're all terrified
of.
So then we come upstairs. We have this little area right here. I don't really...
Oh, fuck. That actually scared me.
Now, I cannot believe this was a real thing, but it turns out World of Warcraft had a glitch that was so bad the government had to study it.
I'm sorry? Who had to?
But it turns out World of Warcraft had a glitch that was so bad the government had to study it.
The government?
Yeah. Back in 2005, they added a debuff that could be transferred between players, but it was only meant to happen at a single location. Almost immediately, a glitch took over, letting people spread this debuff to anyone in the game. And before they knew it, they had an actual pandemic on their hands. Blizzard tried desperately to stop it, and everything failed, eventually forcing them to push a hard reset. This bug was so unbelievable that actual researchers studied it to see how people would react in a real pandemic. Obvious foreshadowing aside,
really? Yeah.
Thought this was the coolest thing ever.
That's
Blizzard
so fucking... That is so cool. I really like that.
Clearly agreed.
Dude, they put a plague in the game? Yeah, you ever experienced a multiplayer, online, big multiplayer, massive, until everybody gets killed by the fucking Black Plague, bitch.
So in future expansions, they created intentional pandemics just for fun, which is pretty awkward.
All right, they have
one of them actually happened a few years ago. But a glitch you could use to your
That's fine, whatever.
advantage was in Crash Bandicoot. While fighting Tiny Tiger, all you had to do was stand in the corner, and you could totally cheese the fight.
Fucking got you, bitch. In the remake, though, I'm assuming they fixed that.
So when the remake came out, fans were excited to try this again. I mean, surely the devs wouldn't make the same mistake twice, right? Well,
you get a trophy, I bet.
My
guess you get a trophy. They throw cheese.
Sometimes it makes no sense.
It doesn't matter. Like, it didn't hurt you or anything.
Turn bugs into features like in Red Dead Redemption. Back in the day, the game had...
I want to play Red Dead Redemption 1 again. I really do. I got all these games I got to play. But I could just say fuck every game that comes out this year and just play a bunch of old games. Which I'm already kind of doing right now because I'm playing Mass Effect 3 again. So maybe I will just load up Red Dead Redemption again. Because I do have the PS4 version and 60 frames. So that would be nice. I'm probably going to do it. Fuck every game that came out this year. I don't care. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is still haven't finished. No one was watching that playthrough anyway, so fuck it. Who cares? I'll finish it when I want. Okay, I want to play Red Dead Redemption.
One of the creepiest glitches of all time, with players coming across the Donkey Lady.
Now, the Donkey Woman likes to take us places. As you can see, she's very fast on her feet. She literally has a horse's mouth coming out of her face.
I've never seen this before.
So when Rockstar came back to make Red Dead,
and if I have, I don't remember it.
2, they just knew they had to reference this.
Yeah, we gotta put the Donkey Lady in it.
Even creepier skeleton working on a farm. Right from the skull, we could immediately tell this was Donkey Lady.
Donkey Lady, no!
This is a prequel, so her being dead doesn't make a lot of sense.
No, this is her mom. Her mommy died. Her grandma maybe.
Interesting choice.
No, mom would make sense.
But there's a glitch out there that spawned an entire genre of video games. While making Street Fighter 2, a Capcom employee noticed an unintended feature inside of the fighting animations. If you were fast enough, you could cancel your current move and start another attack, creating combos. This would go on to affect every fighting game in history, making one of the most influential bugs of all.
Wow, I didn't know that was a bug.
Time. And Bethesda was
imagine that bug didn't happen. The trajectory. Yeah. It's like a butterfly effect. Go back. Bug never happened. Evo never happened. DSP never happened. Hell yeah.
Surprise when players outsmarted him in Skyrim.
So much time wasted on DSP that I could use doing literally anything else. You know, doing, something productive when it comes to community or getting a job that's, high paying. Jerking off, whatever.
They realized you could put a bucket on someone's head.
Yeah, that's fucking funny.
Them from seeing
that they actually had sight.
But letting you steal all their stuff with no consequences.
They didn't have any artificial intelligence, but
what's even crazier is that the devs never expected this.
No one thought to do that. All our QA, all the hundreds of hours, thousands, tens of hundreds of thousands of hours we collectively played that game.
It's so fucking good.
Making things from buckets to paint.
Wait. I don't understand. What's the feature? That was just a bug. That I guess, I guess it's a feature now because they didn't patch it out. I guess.
Thousands, tens of hundreds of thousands of hours.
You think they would react?
Taking things from buckets to pans, it kind of reminds me of PUBG's insane feature.
Right, yeah.
The most powerful melee weapon isn't a sword or a hammer, it's the frying pan, and in the early days it wiped out enemies in a single hit. But during development, the devs wanted to add collisions so people could deflect enemies with a well-timed hit.
It's so good.
They dropped the update and called it a day, only to wake up the next morning and realize players discovered something ridiculous. This collision accidentally turned frying pans into bulletproof shields.
You just shot your pan? How did that happen to you?
Fans were in love with this.
Imagine getting the perfect shot. Perfect. Dead center, right in his fucking brain. Pew! It just tracks to the fucking frying pan and just whips out a gun, kills you.
Total accident, which ended up becoming one of the game's staple features.
I would probably stop playing this game if I was even playing it anyway.
And most of us hate when something's buggy, but if glitches didn't exist,
Cyberpunk. The entire game.
neither would the biggest game on the planet.
Okay.
In 1995, some developers were working on a game called Race and Chase, and you could choose to play as cops or robbers.
No fucking way, really? They made alright. Alright.
Except there was this glitch that caused the police to chase you aggressively, and playtesters had a blast with this. It was so fun, they scrapped the playable cops completely and reworked the entire game around escaping them. Naming their
Grand Theft
new
Auto.
project, Grand Theft Auto.
I thought the glitch was gonna be that like they made it so that like I guess it would make sense for the original game because you couldn't get out of your car. I was gonna think like actually the original one I think you could, right? Or was it the second one that made it so you can get out? Yeah, no, one of them you could definitely. I haven't played those games in so fucking long. The original games, the London expansion or whatever the fuck that was called, was that for the first game or second game? I don't know. Whatever.
Now, it's literally the most well-known game on the planet.
Get out.
Later
Get out of your car. I
GTA
can't remember.
4 that keep the idea of embracing glitches. In fact, this swing set might
fuck?
be the most
Oh,
iconic.
yeah, the swing set of, what is it called? Doom of Hell or whatever? You just, like, glitch out and fuck.
Bug in gaming history.
Yep.
Oh.
Classic.
Right.
That's a classic.
God.
Oh, my God.
Nicknamed the swing set of death, this one
Swing set of death.
ultimately become way too popular for Rockstar to get rid of, forcing them to keep it in over 16
Yeah, might as well keep it.
years later. But did you know that TF2's most famous class started out as a glitch? Yeah, in 1996
Really?
they created this entire franchise as a mod for Quake.
Yep.
However, the devs found a bug which caused players' names to have the enemy team's colors. It caused a ton of confusion,
okay.
and yet this inspired an idea. What if they created a class that could do this on purpose? And that's when the Spy was
I
born.
love that short. That short's so good. He's fucking the scout's mom.
And while we're on the topic of Quake, this game had a bug of its own. When players started shooting rockets at their feet, they realized it wouldn't hurt them, and instead it launched them
What'd I say? What'd I say?
into the air. Within seconds, a light bulb went off in the community. This was an insane way to get around, becoming the classic strategy known as rocket jumping.
Yes.
And Fortnite had a very similar moment with their RPGs. In 2017, players were just messing around until they accidentally landed on a moving rocket.
Oh. Oh my God, it's Ninja. You eliminated
This was a total
yourself.
glitch, and yet the concept of riding missiles was way too good to delete.
Oh my
so Epic
God.
decided to keep it in, and not only that, but the
That's
idea
great.
expanded across every throwable in the game. Now players can ride on things like med kits, shield pots, and they even turned the feature into a loading screen. Over in Crash Team Racing, people were driving around.
Very I want to say that's a. Is that a image of what's her name from Lethal Company? No, League of Legends. If a game has an L in it, like I'm just gonna keep confusing it. I guess that's like my brain. So yeah, what was it? Jinx from Lollipop Chainsaw? Who was it from Lethal League? Fuck, from Legacy of Legaia. It's like whatever. Anyway, she rocket for
And to Penguin, only to hear an unfinished voice line.
Penguin Yay 1? Penguin Yay 2?
I don't know about you
Penguin Yay 1, Penguin Yay 2.
guys, but I do not think that was Penta Penguin. It was definitely a placeholder line.
No, it was him.
It was never meant to be heard, and yet the devs accidentally left it in.
What?
This mistake was so ridiculous that when Crash
They
Team
kept it
Racing
in
got a
the
remake
remake?
in 2019,
Nice.
players were shocked to hear this. And personally,
That's great. That might be my favorite one. I don't know why. That one's so good.
I
they
love what
kept
the devs
that.
did with the Zelda series. In Link to the Past, there was a glitch with the net item, letting you deflect Aghanim's magic straight back at him without using the Master Sword. Instead of being all strict about it, Nintendo decided it was awesome and made it one of the series' longest running jokes.
Oh, okay.
In Ocarina of Time, the empty bottles can deflect Ganon's magic.
Oh, wow.
In Twilight Princess, the fishing rod causes Ganondorf to zone out.
I don't know any of these. Wow. I want to play Twilight Princess again so bad.
Even Skyward Sword.
God, just bring it to fucking Switch.
Bugnet forces Demise to stare at it. Yeah, it's pretty
Oh,
awesome.
nice.
Still not as
Sick.
insane as the ridiculous feature in Crusader Kings 3.
I never tried any of those playing those games.
Developers of this game are clearly big fans of Dwarf Fortress. And back in the
Oh
day,
yeah, I always wanted to play Dwarf Fortress.
fish
Dwarf Fortress
would do 3 times as much damage as an unnamed dwarf. This let them absolutely slaughter humans, and the Crusader Kings devs must have found this hilarious. When it came to releasing the 3rd game, they made an ultra-rare event that can happen to your empire. There's a tiny chance that carps can actually eat your family members.
Oh no!
There's one glitch that I guarantee you've encountered while gaming without even knowing it.
Oh,
While
yeah?
developing Gradius, one of the programmers found the game way too difficult, and because he had the power to do so, he created a cheat code to give him all the power-ups. Only problem was, when the game released, he totally forgot to remove this. And players would soon discover that up, up, down, down, left, right, BA would hand them the ultimate set of cheats. The Konami code. And those were video game...
Okay. Well, okay. All right. I mean, I would have shown Contra for that one, but all right. I guess if it was made really for Galaga, it just got popular for Contra, then fine. Okay.
Bugs that became features. It's been Sammy. Keep it here on T5G.
All right, that was fun. These are always fun. You learn things, really important things like references and Easter eggs and bugs and shit, stupid shit like that. No, it's good. Anyway, there you go. That's it. Hope you enjoyed it. That was a fun time. It's always fun watching T5G. Link in the description, I already said. And if you don't like it, you can get on your knees and kiss my fucking head.